This is CurtisCrowe of Crowe.Studio, and today I'm going to show you a quick way to edit and stitch panoramas together using Lightroom and Photoshop. What I usually do is I usually stitch them together manually. As of until recently, I stitch them together manually. It would take me about 45 minutes to an hour to stitch a few panoramas together, edit them, and get them ready for exporting. But this quick way is going to take you less than 10 minutes, depending on the speed of your computer and how many pictures you took for the panorama. It's going to take you less than 10 minutes, and it's going to look gorgeous. So enjoy. Alright, so to get started, what we're going to be seeing here is the Detroit city landscape. Now this is from the view on top of the parking structure I have access to in Detroit. If you look here, you can see a lot of the important buildings from the Detroit landscape. The Renaissance Center, the Wayne Community College dorm rooms, you can see all kinds of stuff. And as you move farther this way, you can see even more buildings, such as like the U-Haul building, and you can see the old train station here and the Ambassador Bridge. Now, I wanted this all in one panorama, and at first I thought I was going to have to manually stitch these, which is what I typically do, but they take so long, and I did a few set of these. And this is the smallest one I have of the set, and it's 5 shots, and I tried to overlap them around 40 to 30%. The ideal amount is overlap them 40% as you take them in order to make it easier to stitch them. But when you use a wide angle lens, it can be difficult because of distortion and all that other stuff, so it takes a long time to stitch it together. But here's the quick way. If you select the images from the set of images that you want a panorama, and you right click it and go to edit and then merge to panorama in Photoshop, sorry, and click here, it'll bring up Photoshop, and it does take a moment because it's bringing in a lot of, and they're doing a lot of computing, but it'll bring the images up. Now I usually just do auto, but if you want to try out some of these other features too, you may. But auto, so far, since I've learned about this method, has been very good to me. And you hit OK, it's going to start populating the images. And once it starts populating the images, it's going to start cutting and taking away and adding to all the different images, and it's going to give us a panorama. So we're going to go ahead and pause the video now, and I'll continue it when it's done. Alrighty, so as you can see, that only took a few minutes, and we have all those images stitched together. And the thing I love about how Photoshop does it is the fact that we take away all of these layers, it takes it from wherever it lines up best in the image, and it just combines them and stitches them so perfectly. I mean, we got some feathered edges down here, it looks like. Do we have feather edges? I guess not, but if you look at how closely this stitches it together, I mean, it's literally grabbing individual pixels from other images in order to line it up better. And when I look at this, you know, I really have to go in close in order to see anything that doesn't look right. And to be honest, I don't really do see anything. Even when I do zoom in, I mean, it's individual pixels. It's something that once you zoom out, you cannot tell at all. It's got a lot less defects than I would have doing it manually. And it takes a fraction of the time. I mean, we can see the details. I mean, this just makes this image huge, and it's beautiful, and it brings out a lot of detail, and it makes the image so much larger. And if you're wondering about all this stuff in the corner, it's so easy to get rid of. We just go to image, go to canvas size, and let's see, the width is barely taking anything up, but we'll go, let's say 41.9, and then we'll take from the height, what do you think that is? Let's say 9.8, let's just say. I don't know, that could be overcutting it off, but boom, we have just a little bit over here in which we would have to fix. And thank you for watching that video. We're going to wrap things up now. I do appreciate you watching it. If you did like it, definitely hit that like button. Share it with your other photographer friends. Maybe so you could help somebody else do some quick panoramas and get some really good content and work out there. If you try out this method and you really like your results, definitely upload it to some cloud service that you use, Google Drive, Dropbox, whatever you may use, and send me a link through a comment. Or if you look in the description, I will provide my email address in order for you to email them to me, and I'll even critique them if you'd like. And as always, toodles.